Beerzerker, stick a pipe in your hat. Whatever, alright. Whistler Brewing Company, Whiskey Jack Ale at 5%. This is the one I've always seen around. Must have been one of their first ones or something. Of course, it's 5%, I may have already said that. I just reviewed the Whistler Chestnut Ale. So if you're out there, be on the lookout for the Chestnut Whistler. And anywho, bottles like to drip. Okay. Oh yeah. Typical brown ale type smells coming off of this, although it's a bit light for a brown ale. It's a little more of an amber. So, the aroma is fabulous. Okay. Just malty, like crystal malts kind of thing. I kind of get why they call it the Whiskey Jack. It, you know, does smell a bit whiskey-ish, slightly. Okay, well, so the head is impressive, slightly. Okay, you got that? There we go. Oh, can you say smooth? Whoa. The carbonation and the mouthfeel in this beer and the head and everything just is super freaking smooth. That's what we like. That's what makes or breaks a craft beer. The smoothness, oh, and the maltiness. I'm just getting that now. It took a minute just to hit in. It's not crazy malty like a Scottish heavy or anything like that. It's just right. It's just the right amount of maltiness in the back, and just getting those tasting that caramel sugar off the barley, that crystallized barley sugar from the crystal malts. Perfect smell coming off of this. See, the head's disappearing. It's pretty much a low carb deal. It looks like this one wants to lace. Oh man, whoa. Very smooth. A little bit of wateriness in the mouthfeel. Uh, the foam is insane. It's just smooth and creamy and malty in the finish. Let's see what I can get for hops out of here. Hops right in the middle. Yep. Just a nice light bitter, very nice hop in there. Just getting the bitterness right in the middle, then and the aftertaste, the maltiness really comes alive after about 15-20 seconds. Just uh, this is a really good beer. It's kind of complex. It's happening in stages. Man, yeah, but great mouthfeel. Like the smoothness is just tip top on this. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really nice amber beer. You're not getting too much maltiness or anything, or too much hops, or too much. It's just very well balanced, which is what I consider tip top. Oh man, this is their best beer in this pack right now that I've had. There's one more I gotta try. I know I've tried that one, but I'm gonna do it as the Bear Paw Honey Lager. Uh, But this one is the best one that I've tried out. Well, I've tried all of them, so this one's my favorite out of the sampler pack. Kind of joke that they didn't take out the bear paw honey and keep the black tusk. Because that black tusk was seriously. I remember last time I did this sampler pack was as good as this. Is as good as this whiskey jack one. And yeah, I'm pissed. I hope I can get sixers of it. I hope they ship sixers of just the black tusk ale out here, unless they're currently got their fermenters full of something else, right? I don't know what all is available from them. This is just we just get what they send us. Yeah, if you want a little more of that nice silky smooth head, just give her a bit of a schwizzle, eh? Oh, just you do that, and you get some of that CO2 out of there. It just gets nuttier. Yeah, it flattens out quite easily. Just give her a bit of a shake, and it flattens out a bit more. It just becomes a little bit nuttier. That's it. A little more whiskey, like. Yeah, that did affect the beer totally. Schwizzling up that changed it. Actually, for a little bit for the worse. Um, it flattened it out, and I'm not a whiskey fan, to be quite honest. So it did make the beer a lot more whiskey-like. That's what they call whiskey jack, I'm guessing. Shake it up a bit, and it flattens out. And I'll have some whiskey up here, some bourbon, and some Crown Royal. Oh, see, buddy gave me this one. Knob Creek, 50%, aged 9 years bourbon. And it tastes flat like this whiskey jack. Um, Flat, kind of oxidized, or kind of like a swish. If you've ever had swish out of an old bourbon barrel, it's good stuff. But I'm not a whiskey guy, you know what I mean? The flat mouthfeel kind of turns me off. But a lot of people love whiskey, love shooting whiskey. Whiskey and water, like bourbon and water. That mouthfeel from this is kind of, I'll compare it to that a little bit, like some pressed bourbon or bourbon and water. Starting to come through a little bit as you let it gas off a bit. Whew. Well, I'm super impressed with this beer. Not the best beer I've ever had, but pretty close to it. Nothing wrong with it at all. As for rate, I'm gonna have to. I'd say I'm gonna give it 10 out of 11. Um, it pretty much fulfilled my expectations. Not a letdown at all, but a little bit more lacing going on. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to bitch too much because they did a kick-ass job on it. But 10 out of 11 is a pretty good rate. Most people wouldn't give a beer that high of a rate. I don't know what's up with those fuckers though. Like, it's starting to taste a little bit ESB-ish near the end. You know what I mean? Those beers that are a little bit better warm, like the English style, like the Old Speckled Hen or the ESBs, and they're a lot better. I find warm, not warm, but not refrigerated, like at a cellar temperature, like out of your cold storage. This beer transcended from a nice type amber ale that's pretty good refrigerated to one after it off gases and warms up a little bit. It starts to taste like the ESB style that's good that way. Very low carb and a bit warmer. So not that complex though. um, as one of them. But that's a pretty cool beer. I'm gonna have a 10.5 out of 11. 10.5 out of 11. Fucking kick ass. Uh, they could maybe, um, I don't know. I don't know what to tell them. Like it didn't lace or nothing. I don't know why. Could use a little more hops in there maybe. Couldn't have hurt. That's the only thing that's gonna take you down half a point. A little more hops. Kick ass though. Good beer. Good freaking beer.